So here we go again, plunged back into some more uncertain times and facing a whole series of emotions that come along with that. If you're anything like me, then online learning and working brings just as much joy as it brings worry. As humans, we're very emotional beings, even if you don't think so. So we deal so heavily in how we are feeling. You might be someone who is so aware of the mood of the people around you, or you might live based entirely off what is happening in your own head. Either way, we are driven largely by what we are feeling about a certain thing, place, situation, or person. And that is incredibly human of us to do so. So I've always found it incredibly hard to picture someone like Jesus doing a similar thing. But this is far from the case. We have so many stories where Jesus shows so many emotions in the same way you or I may do. The night before his death, in the garden, Jesus speaks to God and expresses sadness, worry, and fear for what is to come. On the same night, he becomes frustrated with his disciples. In the temple, Jesus shows us disgust and anger at those selling and trading there, to the point he goes in and throws them all out. He expresses his pain and agony on the cross as he was put to death, and also forgiveness for the two men who were being crucified alongside him. The events that take place in Jesus' life here on earth are ones that naturally lend themselves to a whole range of emotions. In fact, he is born into a situation full of uncertainty and worry. His followers take a huge leap of faith, as many of them give up their normal lives to follow him, which must have come with a certain level of anxiety and worry. And then following his death, those same people who changed their lives because of this man are left feeling a bit lost, confused, and lonely. Yet despite all of these things, despite the frustration or worry that goes on in his life, the story of Jesus' earthly life is still a joyous one. The message we get from the gospel stories is still one of hope, love, and forgiveness. Despite his death leaving his followers in a bit of a tough spot, they are still brought the overwhelming joy when he rises again. So whatever you may be feeling right now, wherever you may be, whether that be overwhelming joy or in the pits of despair, I really hope you understand how perfectly okay that is, and that you know that change will come and that joy will find its way back to you again.